So we just saw the proof of mathematical induction. We are going to look at 4 different methods of proof. This course is all about proving the implication statement if A then B. So the first method we are going to look at today is direct method. That means directly from A we get to the statement B. So here is an example. Suppose if x is an odd integer, then 4 divides x square plus 3. So if A, then B. I want to prove this statement. I will go directly, use the hypothesis to get to our conclusion. The hypothesis says x is 2k plus 1 for some integer k. Then let's look for x square plus 3. And you plug that in, simplify, and you get that x square plus 3 is equal to, because this is some integer here, 4k plus 1, it's some integer, therefore it's equal to 4 times some m is an integer. Therefore we know that x square plus 3 is a multiple of 4, and we have our conclusion. So that's the direct method, the easiest one. From the hypothesis you work directly to your conclusion. Here is a different method of proof. This is called the contradiction method, method 2. To prove this statement if A then B, we are going to look at this statement here, A and not B, A and not B together. So we look at this complicated statement here, and this complex statement must be a contradiction. So what is a contradiction? A contradiction is a statement that is false for all values. So whatever the truth values of the A and B, that statement will always return false values. And of course by that also I would also like to define what a tautology is. A tautology is a statement that is true for all values. So the negation of a contradiction is a tautology, and the negation of a tautology is a contradiction. This is true for all values, this is false for all values. Anyway, so suppose I look at the same example that we looked at earlier and try to use the contradiction method to prove it. So I'm going to prove that if x is an odd integer, then 4 divides x square plus 3. So to use contradiction method, I'm going to look at the statement A and not B statement. So I'm going to consider x is an odd integer and 4 doesn't divide x square plus 3. But from our earlier analysis we know that if x is an odd integer, then definitely 4 divides x square plus 3. So that leads to a contradiction, because we are saying 4 doesn't divide x square plus 3, but we know that 4 divides x square plus 3. That gives us what's called a contradiction between this statement and what we know, and that's the end of the proof. So when you reach a contradiction, that's the end of the proof. That proves that A implies B statement is true. So that's the second method of proof. Look at the last two methods. Our third method is a method of contrapositive statement. We came across this statement earlier when we were looking at the implication statement. So if I want to prove A, if A then B, we can use the logically equivalent contrapositive statement, that is not B implies not A. So we have proved this earlier. So suppose I want to prove this statement, if 32 does not divide this expression, then A is an even integer. So that's a little harder to use, because in this example we are using 32 does not divide a square plus 3, a square plus 7. And we want to show that A is an even integer. So we'll use the contrapositive statement. That means I'm going to use not B. A is an odd integer now. I'm using the contrapositive. A is an odd integer. Then not A. 32 must divide this expression. So let's go and see. Let A be an odd integer, then A can be written to k plus 1. And if I look for this expression A square plus 3, A square plus 7, I plug my A in and I can factor 4 here and a 4 there. So I get 16 and this expression. But this these are integers, this is +1, this is +2, so at least one of them must be even. That means this expression here must be an even integer. Because if you have an integer +1 and then multiply by that same integer +2, then we definitely get an even integer. So that means this expression must be like a 2 times m for some integer m. It has to be even, which means we have the 32 here, so that will be 32m. Therefore, 32 will be a factor of this expression. And that's we are using the contrapositive statement. And the last method is a little different because it's not directly the implication statement we are trying to prove. It's called proof by elimination. If you want to prove this statement, if A, then B or C. So if you want to use that, we can use for this another logically equivalent statement. This statement is logically equivalent to that. You can verify that and see whether we can use that and prove this instead of proving that, because if we prove this, then we have the proof of that. So suppose we are given to prove that if A, then B or C, and what we do is we are going to take A and not B. So this is our statement, A and not B. So I want the negation of B. B is x smaller than or equal to 3. Negation of B would be x bigger than 3. So that means this gives me that and x bigger than 3. So if I look at this, I know that x minus 3 is positive because x has to be bigger than 3. So if x minus 3 is positive, the product has to be positive, non-negative, and therefore x minus 4 has to be non-negative. And that's the conclusion that we want to get, because that's precisely what we were trying to prove. We were trying to prove that x is bigger than or equal to 4, and that we get straight away from that. So those are the methods of proof that we have, that we are going to use during this course to prove various statements.